Sorry, guys. Put some glasses on here. All right, now. Happy holiday. I'll kind of want that up a little bit. All right. So, trying to get this to be fixed a little bit. There we go. All right. All right. Happy holidays to everybody. Happy holidays. This is your girl, Queen Muhammad. I am the CEO and founder of Pop Records. And I am here for a short period. I don't want to stay on too long. Let me just make sure my face is not because I put oils and stuff on. I just wanted to make sure. I just wanted to come to you today to tap in with you guys and to say happy holidays. I know that we've been just it's been hectic over here, very much hectic over here, but we still pushing through. We still thank everybody who continues to donate. So we're just gonna just chill out. We pretty much went through the whole thing. It's nothing that we have more to say about the situation. We're just trying to see the outcomes at this point in time and go from there, and whatever options we have from there. Because thinking about this ordeal, it's overwhelming. It's very much overwhelming, and I just couldn't see the mindset where that would be logical. You know what I'm saying? That's my whole point. That's my whole point. So it's just a weird mindset. Even if I was on the other side and say that, you know, say if I was a store owner and I had a instance with someone at a store, them not coming back into the establishment would be suffice for me, because I wouldn't have to deal with it. Or they're making a conscious effort to not antagonize or the situation. So that would be enough for me. But as I say, I don't understand the extra stuff, like leaning in the car and standing at the door with the phones and stuff. I just didn't understand all that. Like, where was that coming from? Um, I just think it was a whole bunch of just gossiping, and and stirring the pot, stirring the pot. But people don't understand. We are not in. The adults were acting like children, pretty much, and you can see that in Dak on there almost every video. In every instance that we're talking about. Some landlord saying, "Stop texting, stop lying," to us. First of all, that's no way to talk to somebody. That's just, you see the before and after. So I just didn't understand the hostility. Just like I'm saying, like, what was going on? I just wish I was privy to all of these backroom conversations. And then I really wish we would have had conversations. That's what I really wished that we would have had conversations. And then a lot of this stuff could have been completely resolved and avoided if we would have had conversations and people not just, deem that someone is not worthy to have a conversation with. And if you see somebody don't want to have a conversation with you, then you just let that be. I just didn't understand all of the other stuff that was going on, which was clear cut just bullying. That's pretty much it. Um, you guys couldn't see this. But yeah, this is what this is September 20th. He's keep harassing me about this false alarm. Wasn't even a spark, a flame, or nothing. Okay, a false alarm. He keeps telling me, you started a fire. And I'm like, what are you talking about? It's 6 times, 6 times, 6 times. And even in writing, like I said, these people put anything in writing. Um, and I'm over and over and over again. See, this is time here. This is time when I'm saying it over and over again. This is frustration. And then people don't understand how that spoils over into every other aspect of your life. And then when things blow up, oh no, it's you. It's you. A lot of that stuff could have all been avoided if it wasn't all this extra, extra, extra stuff on top. Um, this is September 20th, way before all this stuff. This is me going back and forth. He's saying, I said again, there was no fire and you didn't witness a fire. You have repeated this multiple times and I've asked you to stop. This is a false statement and slander. Did you witness a fire, Stephen Kotowich? This is his reply. This is his reply. I showed you this a million times. Sorry, my phone is cracked. So he says, I have reports from the fire department. I have video of the incident and eyewitnesses. Stop lying. And this man has already been to this apartment already. This is what's so funny. He's already been here the day after the incident. So since he has reports, he know exactly what day it was, and he was here the next day. That's why I say he was playing both sides of the fence, in which I told him that's a very dangerous game. He didn't understand that. When I told him multiple times that was not smart. That was less than smart to keep doing that because you are putting our lives in danger when you're going back and forth and you're over there hee hee ha ha kiki and with them and then over here with the people you have an actual contract with and and saying another whole other thing, telling me that and you're seeing things with your own eyes and instead of professionally after seeing something with your own eyes, your apartment 100% intact, why would months later you be saying stop lying and you have all this evidence of this great big fight that you've already came here? You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. It's just harassment. It was just pure harassment. So so then I reply back, you make blanket statements fully knowing you are violating my rights and the law. Again, did you witness a fire? Did you yourself witness a fire, flame, smoke, and fire, flames, smoke damage? You've been here after the fact. I'm sure you have pictures of your very serious claims. That's my whole thing. You've already been here. So that if you had and you would have took pictures if that was true. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just didn't make any sense, is what I'm saying. None of this stuff made any type of sense other than people just playing a whole bunch of games with grown folks, which I don't understand why that mentality would be. But then I just posted something and I'm going to show you why it is and why it's a lot of brainwashed people. I was watching, what was it? Um, Viral hip hop news right here on YouTube. Oh my God. And they posted something like this. This is what I posted on my page. Oh my God. What is going on? What is going on? See, this is the page. Viral hip hop news. Yeah, so I watch stuff on YouTube and I was like, I came across this And this is why you know, Rich is getting so much pushback and being vocal when you have this going on in the same city. So it's just a lot going on. It's just a lot going on. Um, myself as a black woman, I've been through so many uphill battles, and I just think this is the time for the black woman, and I think that I mean, you see it all over. We're finally getting our voice. We're finally able to speak. And I feel like we're giving a lot of males a lot of time, and not a lot of results have come from it. So it's like, what I'm saying, it's time for the black woman, or woman in general, to now have her voice be heard and to now be respected. Um, what else is going on in the news? I try to I don't really be tapped in. Oh my goodness. Then they going out their way to save Jesse. Yes. I don't even know what to think about that. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, I don't know what to think about that. I mean, I understand, yeah, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't even fix my mouth to say something that is just not even in my heart. Like all that was ridiculousness. And then to the bitter, bitter, bitter end, it's not like other cases where people just flippantly say something and move on. I mean, this is a whole plot plan. So I can understand if they give them a heavier hand than they give other people. I can understand that. Not saying I want that. I mean, because I don't want Jesse. I didn't want Jesse to get into this shit in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted him to stay the fuck on Empire and do the fuck and play Lucius Lyons and Son and have my show that I love continue on. But he chose to do other things, and here we are. Good luck, Jesse. I don't know what to tell you, but I can't say justice for Jesse because Jesse was just whirlwind himself into some shit. I don't know. Good luck. What else going on? Uh, well, it's about 10, 12 minutes in. I'm gonna just start. We are putting together a box. This is the last chance to donate. If you would like to gift Rich Long's son, we will be mailing off things to be sending off to the little one. And it's so hard to shop for kids that age. He's just gotten into the double digits, so um, uh, that's a hard age. I have a son myself. I mean, he's grown now, but um I remember that time. I remember it was so hard to shop for. Like the whole store would be girl stuff. The whole store would be girl stuff. And I was like, oh my God, I would love to have had a girl. And then but it would be like one or two racks or just be boy stuff. And there would be nothing to choose from. And so it was very hard. At that time, I think Kids R Us was still out. That was my favorite place. So I was very well. I mean, once they closed, my son was bigger, so I mean, it was okay. But that was one of our favorite places to shop. Was it Kids R Us? Whatever the one that the R Us's that they sold clothes. I think it was Kids R Us or Babies R Us or one of them other ones. And then they started closing them down shortly, and then I don't think did they eventually close Toys R Us down. Yeah, that was our favorite shopping space. And let's see, trying to see what else is going on. And it was just very hard to shop for kids that age. And it's not a lot of selections. I mean, is that why a lot of men are wearing I mean, I ain't got nothing with it. Was it kilt dresses or whatever, or skirts or whoever? I mean, because you do get ran out, you do get tired of the options. And options are for you in the mail department. That's true. But let me see what's going on here. Just wanted to make it lighter today. I'm on the shade room now. Let's see what the shade room talking about. I ain't been on here in a minute. I can't see. Okay, they got Obama. I can't. It's a whole bunch of reading with that. I ain't got time. They got to tell me from the thumbnail what's going on. Okay. Oh, okay. Bow Wow got braids now. Okay. Okay. Erica Mena, she got her body back. Okay. I see her. She's Fashion Nova. Oh, Chloe. Chloe look good. Chloe looks good. Look at that. All righty. Chloe is, I mean, it got to get a better quality of man. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, if you're going to do a whole bunch of stuff, I don't barely do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, my thing is, but if you like it, I just think these ladies do a lot. They do a lot of work, a lot of work, a lot of work. And then we all from in the same dating pool, right? I don't need to be a billionaire, a jillionaire, or do a whole bunch of hips tricks and surgeries to get Pookie and Ray Ray like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I can get Pookie and Ray Ray just as exactly the way I am. All right. Let me see. What else is going on in the world? Oh, okay, Mariah Carey. Okay, she this is her time. This is her time. She's one. I did a interview with Billboard Hip Hop, which is about a week or so ago, and they asked what who's who would you like to work with and who are your inspirations and stuff. And of course, it's Whitney. You know, only because I have a very like similar type of voice. It's heavy, and it's what can I say? It's heavy and it carries. You know what I'm saying? It carries. So, but because Whitney, we didn't go to Whitney for a whole bunch of stuff that you would go to some other. Whitney gave you that what you needed. You know what I'm saying? She gave you what you needed right when you needed it. You know what I'm saying? And that's where a lot of singers they do a whole bunch of runs and this and that. And but just somebody who knows how to give you that right note right when you need it. That was Whitney's forte. So that's kind of like a similar type of singer than I am. And and Mariah, she I actually I'm just gonna tell this story real quick. How I have every one of Mariah's albums, every one of them. She's the only artist that I bought every single one of her albums because she would come out with them every year. I don't know if you remember, maybe like 10 years ago, she would come out with an album every year. And she's like pretty much the only one who have done that, come out with an album every year. So you can always count on her, whether it be an album or a single or something she would come out with every single year. And majority of her work she wrote. And that's why, she's able to, and everybody knows her writing style. It's, she writes like Ti talks. You know what I'm saying? Like she's very her vocabulary is very extensive. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, you're like, what does that mean? What? You know what I'm saying? But that's why she is and who she is. Um, but how I came to like her, I was in college and I went to Westchester University. Started college in '97 after I left high school. I graduated in '97 and I went to college. And it was on this, they would have like little boards where people could get jobs and stuff. So it was one of my best friends at the time, Trina. That's the name we gave her. That wasn't her name, but that's the name we gave her. That's a whole nother story. But so Trina, she saw on the job board that it was a babysitting job for, a white couple or whatever. And she did it. She was doing it. They would pick her up and drive her all the way to their house. And they lived like whatever, wherever. So she said, I really don't have time. I really don't want to do it no more. Would I mind doing it? And I'm like, okay, sure. I don't have a problem. She said they're a good family. They got about 3 kids, like 2 boys and a girl, and little white kids or whatever. Um, and I said, okay, I'll do it. So they didn't have a problem with that. And the father would come to the college. This white man would come to the college. As I say, we did a lot of risk, a lot of risk. You know what I'm saying? But God is good. We made it through this far. And so he would come to the college and he would pick me up. So it would be like a half an hour in the dark, in the woods, riding to this nigga house, right? I mean, riding to this full house, right? But right, so we would be in the car, and the whole way he would be listening to Mariah. And this is like years ago. So this is like early Mariah. And this white man would be just and then we started jamming on the way to the daggone this house and shit. So and that was my initial love for Mariah, because before then I was just always Whitney. And yeah, I can say it was a white man who hit me to Mariah, like the early days, like the 90s. And I was like, every tune was just like a hit. And we would just be jamming all the way to this man's house. And everything was cool. They would always go out on dinner dates. You know what I'm saying? They would be like, they was one of those type of couples. They lived in some nice fancy home. And so I didn't really have to do anything. I just sat on the couch the whole time because it was nighttime. The kids were already asleep. You know what I'm saying? So you just sit there till the parents come back. And but yeah, he every way, and then he would drive me back to the school in the middle of the night. That's what I'm saying. This is crazy. But that the whole way, we're jamming to Mariah the whole time. Every car ride, every time I had to go there, because they would go out a lot. I'm like, damn, they really trying to get me. They would go out a lot. So I'm like, we would be jamming to Mariah. And from that point on, I just bought every album she ever came out with, and just appreciated her from that. So I'm just talking about that because this is her, she's Mrs. Christmas here. Oh my goodness. Okay, Travis Scott is reportedly leading an effort to improve concert safety. Okay, all right. With a conference with the mayor. All right now. Yeah, that was a mess. That was a mess. I don't know. They didn't give enough information for me to give a good account of who the heck whose was at fault. But I think that those people are going to find whoever the hell it was in fault and drain them dry. So if Travis can separate himself, good for him. All right, look at this. Oh, look, Chad Ochocinco's fiance, Sherelle Rosado. I'm about to say, that his last ex-wife name? Oh, no, it's Lozado. Okay. Whoa. That almost threw me for a motherfucking loop. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Open up about dating him despite his domestic violence past. Look at this shit. First of all, I mean, I don't know about no other situations he was in other than that situation. Is he got a history of something like that? Please put in the chat or in the comment section whether this person has a history. Because I don't know. I don't follow Chad like that, but I know that his mom, who was a hoot, passed away I think passed away a couple years ago. And I really, really, really felt sad I took a moment because I know how they were trying to repair their relationship on that show. But yeah, so But if that's the only situation, I could be wrong. He ain't got no domestic history, violence past. Okay. Okay. Because you want to know why? Because, like I said, what ticked me off about Evelyn is when she went on some radio show after this situation with Chad, after she done buried his ass, went on a radio show when I think Basketball Wives started up again and said, they asked, the host asked her, well, out of all your exes, if you was on like a island or stranded somewhere, um, out of all your exes, who would you call to come and save you? And this bitch, excuse me, this woman had the nerve to say Chad, him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, then you come on now. I would, if I was him at that moment in time, okay? Now imagine, this guy is nice because he really tried to tattoo her name afterwards, get her, you know. So he's a nice guy, seemed like it. And she knows that, is what I'm trying to say. So for her to say that she would call on him after all this time, and she knows that he probably would have been there to help her. And that's how people use people. You know what I'm saying? Because you knew that beforehand when you tried to bury his ass, and make a platform off of his back. And then say you would call on him if none of your other exes will help you. Damn. What did they go through? But anyway, oh my God. Oh my gosh.
Y'all done one of my favorite songs, man. I'm barely like that motherfucker no more. Let that main voice rest in peace, man. Y'all, I woke up, man. I keep it real, man.
I don't want to play because I don't know. If I can play.
That's a classic. Y'all need to shut the fuck up. Y'all sound bad. Y'all need to go gargle and find his voice.
He's talking about the Can We Talk challenge. I actually did that challenge. Mama Bear Queen 215. I didn't do the challenge because I knew I can't hit those high notes, so I'm not going to be playing myself. And don't get it twisted. Tevin Campbell still sounds great. So, ain't nobody can do that like him. Nobody. People just doing anything, just singing, laying in the bed, doing all types of shit. What sexiest man of the year goes to NLE Chopper, showing off his all those tats. Yeah, he do got a lot of tattoos. Shoot, you remember his mom bust him upside the head with that damn toaster? I posted that. That's all I remember. That shit was hilarious. But yeah, he doing good. He came out and he did a good single. He doing good. Who is this? Oh my God. What is this? What is this? Is this Bonnie Bella? What is this? Hold on. What is this? I can't. I can't. I can't. Oh, let me try to close this fucking screen. Cause I don't like this shit. What the hell? The fuck is that? This is damn Oompa Loompa. What is this? Ain't that much Christmas in the world. Hold on. I'm scared. Who is this? I mean, God bless the kids, But what is this? Yes. That's right, child. Do your thing. Be happy about that. Shoot. Them presents better be on point. Speaking of presents, where is the donations? We need to hear that Cash App going for Rich Long's kids. So he could be he ain't gonna be doing this. He is not gonna be doing this. Who is this? Okay. Oh, look at that. That's a cutie patootie. Is that Danny Lee and the baby? Oh, look here. Yeah, I couldn't do that over again. That's I'm like. It was girls and people my age, with kids older than mine's and a 2-year-old. I'm like, girl, you done lost your motherfucking mind. You don't want to take a break. All right. Oh, of not. Okay. All right. I mean, that's understandable. I mean, I'm looking at the article with Nick Cannon. I'm on the Shade Room, guys. This is I don't know what's going on with this Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez case. That shit it just seemed like it's all over the place. I thought my shit was all over the place. With this, it's a new story coming out every other day. But good luck to that. Hope they make it, hope the truth comes out in the situation. What? Who is this? I loved you at your worst, but you left me at mine. Okay. That was about 3 days ago. Girl, what did Black China say? Focus on your child, and learn how to stop worrying about that and get to a bag. All right, because you can't people gonna be where they want to be, and they probably gonna be where they was before you came in the damn picture. But anyway, um, it just is what it is, Like I said, that mirror gonna be right there, no matter what you do and how many you go around. That mirror is, people refuse to look in it. All right, where is but God bless them. The baby's gorgeous. the baby and the baby, you know. All right, oh my Lord Jesus, I love Madonna, but what the hell was she doing underneath the bed? Lord Jesus. All right, like I said, I'm just coming on real quick. If you would like to donate to Rich Long's child, because we're putting together a box that has a whole bunch of goodies and stuff in it, and we are mailing that out soon, and pretty soon, because the holidays are coming up very quickly. So we want to get that out pretty soon, and this is your last chance to donate to that. Trying to think of anything else that's going on in the world, because we pretty much said everything we had to say. We pretty much went over everything we had to go over. Rich Long was 100% set up um, by a bunch of people who just could not mind their business. It's not. You know what? I really can't think of no excuse for it, to be honest. I really can't think of any excuse for it. Um, yeah, I really couldn't think of any excuse for it. So, but in local news, it's positive things going on in Philly as well. Not all negative. Oh my gosh. This is my yearbook picture from 97. That girl right above me, this girl here. Oh shit, I done messed it up. You know how that is. You touch these things. The girl with the right above me with the pearls on, the white pearls. I'm in the middle at the bottom. That was my best friend Shakita. That was my road dog in high school. Well, I had a couple road dogs in high school. I'm see any more on this page. Mm, that light skinned guy right there in the middle, Winston. Hold on, let me not mess up his name. Winston Bannister. He was a very good artist. He still is. You know, I think we still follow each other. But I know everybody on this page, but I don't have, yeah, Shakia and I was the only road dogs on that page. Um, and that was, if you didn't see, I can't see, Overbrook 97. And I told you after that I went to college, Westchester. And I'll tell this story, it's on my page. I tell this story about Teddy Pendergrass' son. And then my son actually told me, this is so crazy, because Teddy Pendergrass Jr., I mean, the third, now goes to Lower Merion. But anyway, so I went to college with Teddy Pendergrass Jr., right? And every time this nigga would walk by me, every time I'd be like, don't hurt me, Teddy P. Don't hurt me, Teddy P. And he would be looking at me like I was crazy. But it just was funny because I didn't understand how he never heard that before. You know what I'm saying? Because of the movie, you know, I think it was Nutty Professor with Eddie Murphy. And you know, when he's in the kitchen or whatever, listening to Close the Door or whatever. And you know, he said, don't hurt me, Teddy P. And that was hilarious. So I couldn't understand how he had never heard that before. But I would say it every time he would walk by, you know, in the cafeteria, in the you know, the quad, in the dorms, everywhere this nigga was. And you know, I think I got a picture of this nigga around here. But it was so funny because he had his own room. Like everybody had to share rooms or whatever. So he had his own room. And it was, you know, nothing like that. I was always a good person, good, you know, good person or whatever. And, you know, always saying on the good side of things. So, but I was always up to something, you know, always. Right. So, I mean, college stories for days. Uh, yeah. So, me and Trina, my girlfriend in college, I was telling you about earlier. I said, you know, let's say like we're doing like a calendar, right? And because I had like a camera, I was like, yeah, let's say like we're doing a calendar and go around to all the boys, and so we can take, you know, like act like we wasn't doing no calendar. I could say that we wasn't doing no calendar, but we was just, you know, see what we could do. So we went around, everybody's like, yo, we starting the calendar, this da 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 da, and everybody was so intrigued to do it, whatever, to take a picture, you know, pose and everything. So we went around the home. We said, yeah, we're doing it in the calendar and everything. And so he was posing and everything. And, you know, like it was just in his room and stuff. But yeah. Yeah, we was really much pranksters and stuff. As I said, that's one of many, 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 many stories from college. But yeah, so you know, and Teddy Pendergrass, the singer, at this time he had already had his accident. So but he would be at every game, every football game. They would wheel Teddy Pendergrass out on the football field because he couldn't be in a stand. So he would be right there on the side of the field or whatever, in his chair and everything. And like I said, we would be at every game. I mean, he would be at every game, and we would see him. So, but yeah, so we didn't know that all this had happened. But years later, that's why I said this is a great tool, YouTube. Go to T Said What T Said channel, okay? TI said what T.I. said channel. And it ain't T.I., the rapper. This is just T, but it's spelled T.I. Go to that channel and go to watch about the will of Teddy Pendergrass and his son. Oh my God, it's the fucking most hilarious thing you ever wanted to see in your motherfucking life. If you don't see it, I can't. Let me tell you, so go watch it after this. This motherfucker got a painting out of all that shit that I think he had Teddy, he had married again or whatever. He going back and forth with the wife over the will. It was a whole bunch of shenanigans. It seemed like he was lying about something. I don't know. Just go to that channel and and it's something and Teddy Pendergrass, Teddy Pendergrass' brother said that he really wasn't feeling that son, that I went to college with. He really wasn't feeling him. And he just wished he was more, And I said, I don't know him like that either, but I do understand what he's, I understand because he really didn't get that joke when I said, don't hurt me, Teddy P. And he was, what I'm saying? Like he just never got it. So I can understand why him and his father didn't connect because he had a lot of, soul in it. What I'm saying? I guess that, his son did not have a sense of humor, but God bless them. And, but come to find out, the third, Teddy Pendergrass the third now goes to Lower Marion. I told you my son just graduated from there last year. So that's crazy. But good for them that he's continuing to move on because go watch that. Go watch He Said What He Said and find out how they got that freaking will together. And the wife he only had a picture, a painting of himself. Teddy Pendergrass only left his son a painting of himself, gave all the money to his wife and to other charities, right? And then the wife went in to say she wanted the painting. So she didn't want to get that nigga anything. I'm like, damn. And then, the brother, like I said, it was just like a whole big, like, what the fuck is going on? And go watch that shit. Like I said, when I knew them back in, 90, 99, 97, 99, everything was all good. I did not know that had turned out. It was the funniest shit I ever wanted to see in my life. And a little bit of part of me wanted to see this nigga again so I can roast the hell out of him a little bit. But you know what? We can't, it is what it is. Don't hurt me, Teddy P. But yeah. Oh goodness. And then from there, I started just going into business from college. I opened my first business maybe in 2000. And I had my first, just on paper, my first LLC. That's why I said I've been doing this for years. And then I went to opened a brick and mortar store and like around 2007 to about 2009. And from the economy crash, I had to close my store, lost my the home I had to foreclose. It was like everything crashed in the economy around that time. So, people say what they want to say about, Barack Obama, and I'm not really a super fan of anybody. And I'm like Big Sean. I'm not really into politics and stuff like that. But, it was two or three things that he did specifically to help me. So I just like, yeah. And things that he has done to last to today because, so it wasn't specifically race things. And I think that's the only people are looking for. And that's, hey, whatever gets your vote, but the things that he did help me, what I'm saying? One thing he did was, he forgave everybody that went through some type of a hardship in that time, where after a certain amount of years, that wouldn't be on your record, a foreclosure or any type of thing like that wouldn't be on your bankruptcy and stuff like that wouldn't be on your record after a certain amount of years. It would be wiped away, which is good because I went through that. I went through going through that when the economy crashed or whatever. So that helped. And then he passed a law, another one that he did, that said that landlords can't just toss you out on the street. It has to be a process that they go through. That is very key and important. And that's why people are getting so much pushback, with these landlords. It's because before then, okay, they could just change the locks on you. It has happened before, because that's what I'm saying. I know that specific law, when he passed it, and exactly how it has helped to stall out things with these people, and kind of halt things with these crazy landlords who are putting people things outside. I know y'all remember those times where landlords would sit your stuff outside, call the sheriffs, lock the doors on you, all types of stuff. Just is I'm not say so. You know what I'm saying? And that was upheld. And it was Obama that put that law out where that, and because I specifically remember, because I had my store and I had an employee, and she was a white girl, maybe in her 20s or whatever. I was in my 20s too. I was like late 20s. And she was pregnant. Okay. So the white couple, but the white woman worked at the store, white girl in her early 20s. She was pregnant. And landlord just tossed her the fuck out. Yes. Shit out on the streets, didn't give a fuck. So I know that's how it was. It was very like that. If anybody remembers back before now, that they got to give us a process and a due process and go to, back and forth, we got to say. But before then, landlords was ruthless in the mother. So that helped. You know what I'm saying? So it may not have been specifically for, for, no. And yeah, we still want that as well. We ain't forgot. But the stuff that he did help. And it was one other thing that I can't think of right now, but it was 3 things that specifically he did, not race specific, but they helped me a lot. They helped me a lot. Oh yeah. Remember that Negroes extended unemployment for like Foreverville, and that helped a lot. That helped me carry me over until I got to the post office. that helped me carry over, because like I said, people was on unemployment longer than they was at the damn job, and I was one of them. So I thank him for extending that unemployment out until I was able to get to some steady employment, which was the post office in 2012. And like I said, shit, even after I worked, and they was calling me saying I didn't even get them, because I'm like, look, I got the job, I don't need nothing else. But you know what I'm saying? But those were the 3 things that specifically I know helped. And I feel like, people give them a lot of slack, but those is very smart moves, you know what I'm saying? And even though, but I don't even see people making those type of smart moves. It's just a lot of, now it's a lot of racial things. Now it's a lot of group things. Now it's a lot of, and it's still not saying anything, still not doing anything, still not impactful, for the thing. So yeah, I can honestly say, I don't know about the next how many years later, or even the second term, but I do know he immediately came aboard and did some immediate things to stop the mess that was going on. I mean, stop the, how the state of the country was when he came in office. So I'm not nobody's rally. I look at things very logically. There's a lot of things I did not like, but my thing is, if those things wouldn't affect a lot of people. If you didn't have a house or a business, that little thing right there wouldn't have affected you. Like anybody who's not going to school now, yeah. I was just watching Breakfast Club, and Biden not even keeping his promises. So it's like little shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It may not be all race inclusive and just specific to one person, but it helps. It helps, Like so him reneging on the promise to take away those student loan, a little bit forgiveness or a little bit of help on that, it hurt a lot of people. And he got donkey of the day yesterday from Charlemagne and them, because at the Breakfast Club, because little stuff like that, you know, it helps out a lot, especially if you're going through that. Now, luckily, I don't have any student loans. I was able to pay all mine off. But some people are feeling like, and even though you hear on the Breakfast Club, they don't know how they're going to make it. Like, good luck. That's what they're saying. Like, what the heck? And he said that payments are going to be resuming in February. So just be mindful of that. That if you are a person that has student loans, they are going to be resumed payments in February without any extra, uh, you know, debt any relief off of that. So um, that was something that like little stuff like that could help. Like, even if we're not getting X, Y, and Z, but and something where So that's what I'm saying. If you're not a student, you wouldn't care about that. So that's what I'm saying. You can see where some people say good and some people say bad, because if you didn't have a house or anything to lose at that time, that him passing that type of law to forgive that wouldn't have helped you. It didn't matter to you. You're still looking for what can help you. So I definitely understand. I don't have a problem with that. Um, Not even debating it, but I just explaining what, because that extended unemployment really helped. Really helped. And definitely with 100%, when I know exactly how those landlords were. And that's why I can't understand why, and I said this on my Instagram page, why we can't do something else with these landlords. They just it's too much. It's too much. Nobody should be able to talk to you like that. That's why I was happy that at least Obama addressed it. Because like I said, I have witnessed white women pregnant being put out in the damn streets. Okay. Yes. Just stuff said outside, locks changed. So I know, and that was it. Sheriff there, see you later. I've witnessed it, firsthand. So I know that something minuscule like that, that now allows the people to have some type of recourse or some type of filing action, some type of process, that they have to go through. It that really helps a lot of people. So yeah, I can roast when the roasting is needed, but I can also give people their kudos when it's up, and that more than anything helped a lot of people. I know. But yeah, we still want ours. We still do. And I definitely understand what everybody's saying. But I'm logical. That's why people don't like me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not like, I gotta be on one side, I gotta be on the side, and that's where I'm gonna stand. No, I see it. I can see things for what they are, take people for who they are, and not get into any type of, and that's why you see me with a lot of people, because I can pretty much um be fitting into any type of environment, because I really fucks with people. I give a fuck about people. People just want people to care about them, or give a fuck about their dreams and their goals. And I really tap into people where it's not all about me. Like I said, nobody would really, I would never even be this out, in front of the camera, if it wasn't for this situation. That's not what I set out to be. I didn't set out when I started this company to be a producer. I didn't set up with this company to be a talent. Um, but sometimes you have to do things out of necessity. So it's not about what you intended. Because if everything went well and went perfect in our lives, wouldn't that be? Oh, yes. Make sure you guys go check out this movie. Because I'm going to just keep it. I'm going to wrap it up. Not going to take too long. Monologues. It's on Amazon Prime. And It's written and directed by Omar Tyree, and you can go follow him. He is a very prominent person right here in Philadelphia. And how I, well, just long story short, because I really don't um, want to go too far off topic, and little things like that needs to be pretty much explained out. But long story short, you go to my company, Mad Pop Records, ended up helping financially fund this movie. Okay, so we were investors in this. Same as how Dame Dash is investors in movies and stuff like that. We do the same thing. That's why I said we doing the same thing everybody else is doing. But you know how Black women, we gotta just, it is what it is. Everybody needs representation, right? And this is what the little Black girls are going to see, and they're going to fully appreciate it. All right, so yeah, the movie called Monologues. I'm gonna put it back up on the screen, and that's Omar Tyree right in the middle, right there. You know, he wrote the book Fly Girl. They highlighted that on a Shade Room a year or so ago. Yeah, and he was actually posted that like he want like a Chloe Bailey type to play Fly Girl. He has done so many movies other than that Fly Girl movie, even though that's his biggest book. Okay, I know why he's sitting on that, because that is his biggest project. I mean, I don't know personally. I didn't ever ask them, but you don't want to mess it up. You know what I'm saying? You want to have your wait to exhale moment. You want to have your your moment. And that is his biggest book. So I can see why he has done so many other projects and he never touched that yet. And I he's I'm telling you, I know what it is. I know what it is, and what it would be if it was me. I don't know if I'm 100% sure, but just being a business person and knowing that was my biggest known work, who plays those roles are very important. Okay, who can capture that energy and that spirit of the Fly Girl is very important. So yeah, I hope everybody, we hoping, like everybody's saying, even on the Shade Room they were saying, yeah, they got to make that to the movie, to a movie, to a movie, to a movie. But I can understand why. I would have loved, yes, reach out to me. We would definitely love to invest and be a part of that as well. Um, but we got to get in where we fit in, and this is what he was doing at the time, which was monologues. And he reached out to my company through email, and how we met is so crazy. That's what I'm gonna go into it real quick. Remember I showed you my the partner I had. Uh, Dang, that's so much shit. Partner I had back in the day when I showed you the picture with all the everybody in it. Let me see if I can find it. As soon as you're trying to do something, you can't find anything. Um, so I probably won't be able to find it just because I'm trying to look for something real quick. Oh, here we go. Okay. So remember this? Oh shoot. I need to get my phone fixed. Okay. But if you follow me on Mad Pop Records and go back to the videos, Mad Pop on here, and go back to the videos that I have done, then you will see that I don't get new. I will use something. I'm going to use this until it disintegrates. Richard probably try to buy me a new one because he's younger, so he's programmed into that, like something. I gotta get a new one. But I'm like, look, it's still functionable. Okay, so the guy right there with the do rag and the hoodie was right there in the back next to me. That is my first manager here. Okay, his name is Terrell, and he brought on those other two kids, and that's Shauna Lee, the girl, and oh, her face coming in a little better. That's good. and Jimmy East. Okay. And he at the time was in North Carolina, and we hadn't met yet. We just talked on the phone. He joined this company. We told you we went through the back and forth of the application process. He sent in everything, did everything, and he was in. So he talked on. He said, "I know somebody here that's from Philly," because I didn't know. Like I said, I had been really tapped out. I didn't know about Omar Tyree, and other than seeing his book being presented on the Shade Room. So, like I said, he said, "Yeah, I know this guy down here." This is how funny and how shit go around. This is crazy. She said, "I know this guy down here, named Omar Tyree and everything. He's from Philly." And I said, "Okay, okay, well, I'll talk to him." And so he calls me. I don't know how we just, phone tag back and forth, and we talk and everything. So when I don't know somebody, I'm not a fan. You know what I'm saying? Like I try to fill somebody out, and I probably wasn't the best of what he thought that he was going to get. I was very curt and to the point. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I know that he probably didn't understand that, and it probably took him aback. So he said, so then he says, so I have to get right after I get off the phone with him, because like I said, it was very curt and it didn't really end well. Okay. Not from him. He's a gentleman. But just me and trying to, not be emotional. And I didn't know why we was talking. I didn't know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, to the point. What's going on? He was trying to talk about what high school I went. I don't. Who are you? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? That's how I was. He was like, I just understand. You know what I'm saying? So I called my partner. I told you I had a partner, Kevin Blackson, who I love. This is my first partner. We used to talk on the phone every day. And I called him up and I told him, I said, yeah, this I talked to this guy named Omar Tyree. And from he's Terrell gave me his number. I guess he moved to North Carolina or whatever. And Terrell gave me his number. And he said, "Oh my gosh, this is such a motherfucking coincidence, because I have an interview with this nigga's in town." You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, what? I was like, oh my gosh, right? So he said, yeah, I got an interview with him tomorrow, actually. And I'm like, okay, okay, okay. So so then I'm going to find it on my page where you can see the interview. I said, this shit crazy, right? So he does the interview with him the next day, whatever. And I said, well, don't say anything about me. You know what I'm saying? Don't say anything about me, because you know what I'm saying, whatever we're gonna do, we're going, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't negative, but I was just very, I know exactly how it was. You know what I'm saying? And I could tell his energy was a more of a jovial. I mean, I would be we that now because we have done projects together, movies together, blah, blah, blah. I'm talking about when we first met or whatever. That was how we met, through that guy in North Carolina, knowing him, giving me his number. And I'm calling my partner, and my partner is telling me, oh yeah, I have an interview with him tomorrow. I'm like, what? Right. So I'm just like, oh my freaking goodness. Right. So I said, don't say nothing about me. You know what I'm saying? Don't say nothing about me. Just, do what you gotta do. Right. So after the interview, my partner rips out our business cards and said, I heard you talk to my partner yesterday. Right. So He was like, yeah, that's your partner? Okay. She's very, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh my God. Right. So, but from that card, he always had our email address. You know what I'm saying? He always had our email address. And plus, you know, and when he went to go look for funding for that movie, um, he emailed. Now, by this time, um, excuse me, Terrell is going. I don't know if you hear my stomach. I haven't eaten anything today, and I don't even have my oatmeal raisin bars up here. So I don't feel like getting up. So I'm just going to hurry up this real quick. Right. So he he says oh no, he sends an email. Now by this time, the managers has left the company and my partner has left the company. This is years down the line. Right. So I answer the email or whatever, and we do business together. He's looking for investors for his movie. But you will see when you go to the credits, Mad Pop Records is at the top of the list. And that was a business deal, you know. I'm not going to be giving away a whole bunch of stuff, but basically, you know, I made sure that Mad Pop Records was at the top of the list. And even he was like, wow, you're a great businesswoman. I've always been. You know what I'm saying? And but that's how it happened. So you can go to see monologues right now on Amazon Prime. And that's just how it got to be. So that's why I said, oh, here we go. I'm in it now. Okay, April 29th, 2019.
As far as putting down the stories of
This is my partner in Omar Tyree.
Particularly in our city of Philadelphia. Right. With that flagpole vehicle, man. It's like, wow, you create something like that pinpointed Philadelphia culture so well. Right. So it's like a blessing. Right. Now we're trying to do the film for that. So okay. Yeah, keep drumming up the support so we can do that. Throw all the extras in. Use all the Philadelphia playgrounds, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like Germantown, Mount Airy, West Oak Lane. I think they call all that Uptown now. Oh, yeah, for sure. You show all of that. But it's a blessing, man. So I thank you for inviting me out, man. Put me on camera. Thank you for blessing myself with your presence. Hey, this is cool, man. Cool. Yo, and listen. For those who don't know, go grab Fly Girl and read it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yo, boss lady. Yeah. Single mom. Yeah. You dig what I'm saying? Just say no. Just.
All right. That was April 29th of 2019. And like I said, the day before, I don't know if that was the day it was posted, but right around that time is when the day before this interview is when I spoke to Omar Tyree on the phone, from him talking to my manager, Terrell, the dark skinned guy that you saw in North Carolina, me getting his number from him and then talking to him. Because mind you, like I said, I don't know this guy is in town. I'm thinking this guy, I'm trying to hear where's the business still coming in. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm trying to, I didn't know it was like, hey, child, when you high school. I didn't know it was that type of conversation. I would have prepared myself. I was just waiting for the, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? Right. So, and we finally got to that. We got a movie named Monologues out. And this, oh my gosh. This is my original page, Mad Pop Records, that Mark Zuckerberg is holding hostage. This is the song that was on Armand.
I live my life by the thrills. I sound until I got chills. Either you fake or you real. I'm going for the kill. I live my life by the thrills. I sound until I got chills. Either you fake or you real. I'm going.
Hold on. I thought I had got rid of this shit. Hold up. I thought I got rid of all this. Oh, there we go. I'm like, all right, hold on. So this is back in 2019 as well. This is, like I said, right when we had put this on the Armand Wiggins show. This was the song that we entered. This is actually the actual video that we entered. Either you fake or you real. I'm going for the kill. I live my life by the thrills. I
signed a deal and got chills. Either you fake or you real. I'm going in for the kill. I live my life by the thrills. I signed a deal and got chills. Either you fake or you real. I'm going in for the kill. I live my life by the thrills. I signed a deal and got chills. Either you fake or you real. I'm going in for the kill. Lamborghini, $3 million scheming, smoking on the loud molly. Got me getting coming through the bands, playing with a check. I be putting no nigga, I'm a vet. Got my lot when I fucking rap. If you disrespect, you'll get wet. 1, 5, 10, 20, 50, hundreds. All a nigga know it to the money. All a nigga know is not to get it. Try to play the shooting off the pivot. I bought the work, don't need a digit. Molly Coop, do it loud in the midget. Try to play the shooting off the pivot. I bought the work, don't need a digit. Molly Coop, do it loud in the midget. I live my life out of thrills. I saw the dealer got chills. Either you fake or you're real. I'm going in for the kill.
Right. So that was the artist. That was our first artist that we had here at Mad Pop Records. And you can go to Mad Pop Records. That is our original page. And you can see that on Mad Pop Worldwide because we have the link right in the description box. Go to Mad Pop Records and you will see. I mean, I see how long I had to scroll down. It's one of the first posts because he was actually our first artist here. And his name is Slim Gotti. But he decided to, we never got a project off the ground. He is still signed to this record label to this day. I think his contract is up sometime next year, but he's been signed with us since 2019, early on. Maybe 2018, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yeah. So that's why he was my first client. And that's how I knew to never put anybody into a 4-year contract again, because he's the first client. You see how we all the stuff we have done in between time. Okay. First client, never got it. Now we have his whole project. We have his whole project. And, but we're not going to keep releasing things without an artist to actually represent themselves. You know what I'm saying? Those days are over. We're looking for people who can actually go out there and not just, be in the studio and do a whole bunch of stuff in the studio. We need you to now turn your fucking face around to the audience and go that way. You know what I'm saying? And that's where people get, and then they disappear. You got to turn around, stop worrying about what's going on back here because we're doing our jobs. Turn around to the audience and start building that up. All right. So, but that never happens. It's just like we're doing something wrong. We're doing everything and then never fucking turn around. But anyway, I'm not going to go into, I have master classes for that. If you would like to learn things, I do have an 800 number. It's 1-800-743-1149. You can always, we can talk whatever you want to talk. There is a booking fee, but we will get into whatever, some things. And that's rightfully so because I'm very, 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 very busy. So times that I have to do personal calls and stuff like that, one-on-ones and consultations, I have to be booked for them. No problem with that. You can do all things, but get the knowledge that you need. All right. And
man, and everything's happening. Yeah,
this is my part. This is the
good
first
right now.
post.
A lot of blessings dropped in my lap. You dig what I'm saying?
On Mad Pop Records.
I've been working behind the scenes.
My first part.
I just haven't been posting anything because I haven't had time to.
I love them.
But thank you,
Scorpio as well.
All my supporters.
His birthday
just passed. And the real ones who stuck by me.
I hope he's okay. I hope his family's okay.
And thank you to the ones who don't support me and the ones who didn't stick by me. It's all good too.
That's right, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? But
we good. I was just nigga.
It's about to happen again. I'm about to tear them timelines and new sheets up again. So your boy's back at it. And oh yeah. And to the ones that counted me out, count again. Your number's wrong. Until next time. Peace. Mad Labs TV, Mad Vision Films.
Yeah, and then Mad Pop Records. And that's how we got together because I already had a company called So The Pop PR and Marketing. Okay? Pop, I got from my mom's name, which they would call her Pop. That was her nickname, Pop. So The Pop. He had Mad Vision Films, Mad Lab TV. And when we, met and we decided to make a company together, I hope y'all know my eyes are not closed. It's just a light in the way of things. My eyes are open, guys. But yeah, but I hope these glasses are just kind of misleading. That's why I like the dark ones instead of these ones. Yeah. So we combined and made Mad Pop Records, and I think a lot of his passion was not with this, even though he's a good rapper. As you see, he was a lot older than me. He was like in his 50s, I think, or late 40s, early 50s. But you see, age don't stop nothing around here. We were still very much into things, very much into the game. And he and we clicked. We was like brother and sister, for real, for real. And I think a lot of, I can't go into too much business or whatever, but because a lot of things is, I'm always really willing to answer if anybody wants to say anything about me, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to initiate saying anything about anybody. But I had to keep going. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. People just say, oh, people, I'm not going to get into much. I just had to keep going. And sometimes that's just, irritating, but it shouldn't be, because it's all love. It's all love. You know what I'm saying? It's all love. And but that's for another day, another time. But yeah, so that was my first partner, Kevin Blackson. And this was him and I at the Independent Film Awards. And this was, as you see on this was one of the first events that him and I did together. What was that, 2018? Whew, it's a long time ago. So yeah. So this stuff might have happened in 2018. Yeah. Even though it says April 29th, that might have been just when I posted it. But I think a lot of this stuff happened in 2018. It just got posted late. Yep, May 10th, 2019. Yeah, it just got posted late. But this is actually, all this stuff is happening the year before. Okay, so this is him and I at the, yeah, and even that year, he had actually won some awards for his films and his short films and stuff. So, yeah, because he has a YouTube channel on here as well. Okay. So we were doing things. We were doing a lot of things. Shit. He was even filming for Gilly. Speaking of that. Shit. This is my partner filming this with Gilly Kid right there. Because he was filming boxers and stuff. He was actually having a contract with his boxing ring. And then I think Gilly managed some fighters. So he would be the cameraman. Yeah, so and then he would do a lot of filming, this is the Met Gala here. My partner filmed this. Yeah, that was the art gala. Sorry. Yeah, so we had a lot of things going on. A lot of things going on. This was another manager we had. This was her and I at a country club. They was having a charity event at a country club. I mean, yeah, a country club, but they had tennis players and this was the setting inside the country club. Very high class. So we're constantly moving, constantly, and that's just not even the half. Oh shoot. 2018 is when I like I said, this is when I originally met Robert Curry. Ciao. And I'm not gonna lie. Q was, I said, boy, if you don't get out of here. No, not in a bad way. Shit, because if I was single. But but yeah, he kept telling me how like good my hair smelled. And he was like, yes, I had a boyfriend that night, but shit, if I didn't, I said, I thought in my mind, I said, boy, if that other girl has you flipped out and confused, you do not want these problems. But shit, if I get single, like no. But I'm only joking. Please, I'm not trying to get in any problems with nobody. Lord Jesus. Shit. I don't want no trouble. Because Richard have a damn heart attack thinking something. That's what he said. That's what he said. When I show him that picture, he said, you know how niggas that be crazy big. I know, you know that you know, niggas. This picture. And he was like, you know what? They just all look like they trying to, y'all they about to do some gangbang. I was like, what are you talking about? This is us just smiling here. This is, you see how niggas that be acting silly thinking big. This is just us smiling. You know what I'm saying? But niggas' minds be thrown off when they be seeing they like, what the fuck? They be like Scarface seeing red and shit, like, what the fuck is going on? So no. Only joking. And shit, he better not say nothing. As much as in his comedy routines, he be talking about all types of shit. And I don't be saying shit. But he best not say nothing to me. With my jokes. All right. But yeah, so that's how, uh things came to be. Um, what else is going on? Let me see. I mean, I'm really just don't have much to talk about today. I'm just checking in and letting you know that if you would like to donate to Rich Long's kids, he'll greatly appreciate it. We're mailing out everything pretty much soon. And all of the cash donations that we're getting, we're putting on a gift card and we're sending that. That way he will have and be well taken care of. But yeah, so donate is Cash App Mad Pop, Cash App Mad Pop, MADDPOP for, you could say Rich Long's kids, Rich Long Christmas, Rich Long, something like that. But and if you would like a shout out, you can leave your email or name or whatever. And my artist Shauna Lee, I love her. It's a whole nother story for another day. Like I said, if anybody, I don't have anything to say, but if anybody has something to say, I definitely will have answers. All right. This is Jimmy and I at Autism Run. Sam, the lady I told you about, I told you her son that passed away. And I think he was like 5, 6, or 7, very young child, but he had been going through so much stuff as a kid. He was a preemie. He had, asthma and things like that, and autism and stuff like that. So he was always dealing with a lot, and that's why we wanted to do this autism run for in honor of her and her child and everything. And it was supposed to be her running with him, it was supposed to be her, but it ended up being myself because she couldn't come. And I'm like, oh my goodness, because I'm like, this is something that you want to participate in too, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Because this is y'all could probably walk together, your child, whatever. So this is very, good cause and good representation for the company. So we did that autism run. And this is actually outside of the post office. I was done working that day, and I had to after I had to the run all happened before I started work. You know what I'm saying? So it was real early in the morning this happened. So I was able to get that done and then like be able to send him where, back to Uber him and to where he needed to go. So, and then I had to start a full day at work after still running around doing all that in the morning. Nobody can say a motherfucking thing about me. I don't have to bow down to no motherfucking body. Seriously, and that's the honest goodness truth. I put the time in, I put the work in, and anybody who just don't like it, just don't like a black woman doing shit. That's it. That's it. But I'm not going anywhere, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. But you can't front on me. You can't front on me that ain't been doing this for years. You can't front on me. But people don't, they may not value things when they're going through it, but they value it. They may never value it. You know what? Not saying this person here particularly, because Jimmy's great. Jimmy he's more than anybody, he keeps in touch. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't have to sit up here and do anything but continue to do what I've been doing, which is cultivating talents and helping them build a brand. See, a lot of people, they understand how to be in the studio, they understand how to be, but they don't know how to cultivate and make a brand, a marketable brand. We had him with a Fresh Hoods contract, free merchandise, everything. We had him on doing concerts. And that's Terrell in the background as his hype man. And that's DJ Alamo in the booth. And that was at Blocktoberfest that year right here in Philly. Yep, like I said, so it was crazy because I told you it was one time that I had to lay somebody the fuck out completely. And I was on the phone with DJ Alamo. I told you this is after this situation. And I was on the phone and I had to lay somebody out completely, like cuss them all the way the fuck through. And he was on the other line. Because that's what pissed me off. Because if somebody see you on the phone talking and then they're coming to you, talking over you and telling you they don't care that you're on the phone. Okay, well, since you don't care I'm on the phone, I don't care I'm on the phone. I'm going to lay your motherfucking ass the fuck back. Because since you don't care I'm on the phone and I don't have to tell you I'm on the phone because you can see with your eyes that somebody's on the phone. That's not when people try to play games. You know what I'm saying? They'll walk up and start talking some silly shit. And then you're supposed to stop what you're doing. Like, no, that's just respect. I wouldn't do that to you. See, my thing is, niggas think they can do to you what they wouldn't allow. I said I could have been on the phone with any fucking body. My mom, the doctor, any fucking body. You don't come in here and talk silly and then they want to call you crazy when you lay them the hell out. No, mind you know, mind your manners. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't do that. I would automatically think she may be talking to her mom, somebody be talking to somebody, something important, her child. This bitch coming talking about some, you know, no, ma. I ain't gonna even go into that. But you know what I'm saying? Like I said, they never did that again because I'm like, I'm on the phone. Don't act silly. That's silliness. I don't do that. And I know that you wouldn't allow that. And that's the only measure I need to know of why am I okay with going forward. Because would you allow that? No. If you're on the phone, would you allow somebody? It would be an instant confrontation, right? I tell you what you do. It would be an instant confrontation if you were on the phone sitting somewhere and somebody came back and said and start talking and say they don't care. So that's what they got. They got exactly what they would do. All right. But he heard all that and I was so embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? I was so embarrassed. And I was like, you know, I got back on the phone with DJ Alamo. I was like, you know, sorry about that. And he was like, oh no, that's good. You know, and I'm like, he just kept on like, if you ever dealt with him, DJ Alamo, he has like no emotion at all. Like he is so emotionless, which is fine. He's about the business. He about that business. I'm gonna call him. I got some business to do with him. Definitely wanna get unbelievable on his station, and he's on an FM station. He's not on no podcast. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Everybody got an audience, but oh yeah, this day. This is a little kid from Spurgo. He just was on Shark Tank. That's his bag. My camera be so. I told you my phones be so messed up. I'm not. So it probably had a little bit of scratch over the camera part. I'm pretty. If I remember, that phone is this phone here. Yes, I took that picture with this phone here. You see all the scratches and the cracks near the camera part. So that's how. This is my new phone that Rich broke. I mean, you know, it was hanging on the side of the sink. And I something told you know you think, why did I leave my phone there? And then he ran in the bathroom and next thing crack, he just he's not thinking, which that was my fault. I'm not mad at him at all because I beeline to accountability. The fights that I have to have in my life is fighting somebody that don't want to get there. They always want to fight to say it's somebody else's fault. I can beeline myself. I shouldn't have had my fucking phone there. Moving on. Other people, why did my phone? No, bitch. No, whoever. You should have your phone in a safe place. But I can take my own accountability. So, that's how, And this kid, yes, he was on Shark Tank. I didn't see it, but did he get a deal? Anybody knows whether he got a deal or not? I'm gonna watch it. Shit, I'm gonna watch it right now. As soon as I get off this dang on live, I'm gonna go watch it because I'll be so freaking busy. That's the brand Spurgo, and actually he was highlighted. Diddy was the first person who highlighted him. You know what I'm saying, and actually put money towards his brand to help it out. So, kudos to him. And he's actually spent time because his mom is real intricate in his life and she helps him through everything. And she's such a strong inspiration. She's there for a child. She makes sure that he get everything that he needs. And you know what I'm saying? So, and he's oh, I didn't tell you guys. Yeah, he's from Philly too. Yeah. So it's a lot of talent. And I remember this day. This kid is on the money business wise. You know what I'm saying? He's on the money business wise. I understand why a mother would cultivate and push behind him, because he's very smart. Like, soon as we was at this networking event, and like we was kind of trying to, because I seen him online that Diddy had posted him, so I knew exactly who he was when I got to the event, and we were kind of like beelining around each other, right? So I said, hey, how are you, and da 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 da. We talked and everything, but he was very much about his business, very much about his brand, and that's why he and I think a little bit after that he had kind of got sick a little bit, by being exhausted. I mean, people don't understand when you're doing these businesses, and the people who I'm in the rooms with are constantly grinding. So when you're coming in and it's I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, and then you wonder why you don't get the results. That's why. That's why you have to freaking work until almost exhaustion. And this is a daggone 13, 12 year, 13, 14-year-old kid. But look where he has come. Look where he has gotten to in that short amount of time that other people were in the same amount of time, same amount of days and hours in a day, and have done absolutely nothing but hate on the next man. Come on now. So my thing is, do you stop trying to fly, or do you just bust through and say it is what it is? That's what you just, it is what it is. All right, so but yeah, kudos to him and his brand. Like I said, they was on Diddy. No. Diddy posted them, and I reposted what Diddy posted on Mama Bear Crew 215. And he actually responded and said, thank you. Please share, spread the word. I said, I sure will. Philly's behind you, or something like that, right? So, like I said, years later, when him and I got face to face with each other, or whatever, I let him know. First thing I said, I was like, yeah, I saw you and I reposted you, support you 100%, da, da, da. And he was so sweet, so nice, but he was definitely about his business. Definitely about his business. Everybody in that room was, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in that networking event was about their business. And that's where I was at. Let me not go back too far down the rabbit hole of things, because there's so much stuff. And where we at time wise? Okay, I got about 20 minutes. I don't try to go over 2 hours. And I just want to keep it really, really, really light today. I didn't want to. But if you go to Mad Pop Records, that's our first original page. If you can see that at the top, I can't even see it. Look, Mad Pop Records. It's just like it sounds out, and
Either you fake or you real. I'm going in for the kill. I live my life out of thrills. I sound a dealer, got chills. Either you fake or you real. I'm going in for the kill. I live my life out of thrills. I sound a dealer, got chills. Either you fake or you real. I'm going in for the kill. I live my life out of thrills. I sound a dealer, got chills. Either you fake or you real. I'm going in for the kill. Lamborghini, $3 million scheming, smoking on the loud molly, got me getting coming through the band, playing with a check. I be putting no nigga, I'm a vet. Got my lock when I fucking rap. You can shit, you will get wet. 1, 5, 10, 20, 50, 100. All the nigga know it to the money. All the nigga know it's not to get it. Try to play you shooting off the pivot. I bought the work, don't need a digit. Molly Coop, dope loud in the midget. Try to play you shooting off the pivot. I bought the work, don't need a digit. Molly Coop, dope loud in the midget. I live my life out of thrills. I saw the dealer, got chills. Either you fake or you real. I'm going in for the kill.
All right, so that is a song that we entered on Armand Wiggins, his weekly. He had a Wednesday show, and like I said, it was my producer Taiwan. He was also an administrative person. We gave him the instructions of what to do and everything, and he did it. He entered this video because people were playing like audio, and he Armand, he had allowed people to do videos. So I'm like, people love visuals more than hearing things. So since we have a video, and he actually did this video on Halloween, and on 2018 Halloween was when this was recorded. That's why you see people with costumes in the video and everything, but it works. And 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 to get more highlight on the video, putting it out on a big platform at the time, or growing budding platform like Armand Wiggins was very important. So yeah, people was feeling the song. If you watch that, his little music shows, it was him and what's that? The guy he sits next to, I can't think of his name. Something Payne. Y'all know. All right, so they were doing the music reviews and everything, and um, no, there was a contest. It was a contest, and you had to go round for round and see whoever went to the top. They would get something for the next week, or some type of running for to be an award or whatever that he would be giving out at the end. So we entered that song, and like I said, this was like very early on, because that's why I wanted to get in very early on, because before, you know how everything gets watered down later on or disappears, like verses and things like that, where people value the early on, when it was in people's homes, when we had to fiddle through the sound, you know what I'm saying? People are not going to remember that, but we will. You understand what I'm saying? So so I wanted to get in early on, and so it's been about 2 or 3 weeks of him doing it, and I said, we got to get Slim on then on this in this contest. Um, and so I gave the instructions to Taiwan, and he sent it on. Now, for the first 3 weeks, like I said, this really bothers me. I'm not saying like that. Not that it bothers me, but it's always gonna be a lasting to the lasting day, because I I knew we had it. You know what I'm saying? And I knew we had it, and he kept going round for round for round for round for round. Um, and winning each round, because it was people had to either bombs or bells, whether they liked you to go to the next round. And if you got more of the bells, uh you got to the next round. So they would play about, you know 3 or 4 songs, or you would go against a person, you know what I'm saying? And song for song, and they would pick what song. And so this song right here kept going higher and higher, and then we got to like the third round, and then the final round. And then the final round, like I said, the 3 weeks before the show just started, there was a singer named Sonny or whatever, and he would be entering these R&B songs, and he wouldn't win. He wouldn't win. So I might have should have waited, to see what they were going to do with that. Not saying like that, but not Armand and the guy. I'm talking about the audience. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, the audience is the ones who makes the decision. So yeah, I feel like, no disrespect or anything, but for us to be in a contest for the first time, uh, you know, and to be toe to toe with somebody who had been there for 3 weeks, I felt very confident. But I think they just gave him a winner. I mean, they probably was like, "Look," you know what I'm saying? Because no, ma, because whatever, it is what it is. But even us getting to second round, um, that's a big deal, especially since these people did not know who Slim Gotti was. I'm talking about the audience. They knew who all these other people was that have been putting in their music in week after week after week. They didn't know who Slim was. See, sometimes you gotta test things by an audience. They don't know you, you don't know them. Let's see what just a pure a reaction is. Okay. So that's what that was. That was a test of a pure reaction. And for him to this audience not to know him not to be well known, and and you know, the other people have known these other people, and probably had all of their family and friends into the audience, you know, into the comment section. So with all that, Slim Gotti and this song right here went all the way to the final round against Sonny, and Sonny won. They gave it to him, but you know, the audience. But that's fine. It is what it is. I know it's very small and minute to some people, but you know, the lesson in that was it was a good ass song. You know what I'm saying? That's what I you know, I took it as even getting that far in an audience that, you know, they don't know us, we're not familiar, we're not, you know, subscribers, or we're not, you know, we're just people that just saw the contest and just entered in. The audience don't know us, we don't have no friends in the chat, you know what I'm saying? So for all that and getting that high up, um you know, but of course, you know, a lot of people didn't, the artists didn't understand, which didn't, you know, I don't, you know, it's, but now you see who's leading in the games, leading in the game, or next, you see what I'm saying. You have to have a lot of, that's the point of having good management. People, you know, I've learned people just try to compete with me. That's why I just hear it's like, so it's like combative, but they're only, what I've learned, and even through this situation here, people will do things against their own better interests just to have something to say, just to be disagreeable, you know. But you'll see everybody else, nobody else. Okay, this is all game for you people who nobody else is doing that tactic. Everybody else, they are teamed up together like the motherfucking Avengers. Do you understand what I'm saying? Everybody, you see them always in the studio together. They on each other's live, on each other. Damn near spending the night at each other's houses. Like, damn. When do you motherfuckers get a free moment to be with another person other than somebody else in the industry? But this is what I'm saying. That's the only thing I'm saying is that's how they're rolling. They're not individualistic minded. They are very much teamed up. They are very much grouped up. They are very much on each other's albums. They are very much featuring with each other. They very much see who can be the next feature and who can do this, how they can team up to capitalize off each other's audience. They are very much team minded on that side. All of them, they're promoting each other's brands. They're at each other's events. They're at each other's houses. They're at each other's studio sessions. They're always together. Like, skip to my motherfucking Lou. But when you're trying to tell people that you have to be team minded and not individual minded, then it's just, you know what I'm saying? And then because they think, well, I'm a lyrical spiritual miracle. Why can't it just be all about me? Okay, that's not how it works. If it was, see, my whole thing is I don't have to tell you that. Don't fight with me. Open your motherfucking eyes and look at the industry and see that it's not like that. Don't fight with me. Don't fight with me. I didn't make it like that. I think you're great. That's why I'm here. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. But let me go. It's about a minute. I'm sorry. I'm an hour and 40, almost hour 50 in. I just wanted to say happy holidays to everybody. I'll try to come back another time before the holiday, but we will see. But I just wanted to keep it light. I didn't want to go into something because this stuff is very heavy. You know, just it's very heavy. It's very negative. Taking them to oh God. It's just very negative. Very so I just pray that that Rich is out of that situation. We're not worried about if he makes it home for no holidays or whatever. That, I mean, because again and again and again, the point of innocence has to be proven. So it's not a timeline on it. You know what I'm saying? The point is vindicating someone's good name and to point and to us people to just back the fuck up and leave and live their motherfucking lives and to really get a clear thought to know that that was completely out of line, inappropriate, and you would not allow it. So that's the only measurements that we have to have. Any complaints are very voluntary. They volunteer themselves into somebody else's life. They whirlwind themselves into somebody's pathway. They whirlwind into conversations. So my whole thing is, um, like I said, if it was legitimate and I would not be here. I guarantee I would not be here. And I really don't know what I'm doing. Like I said, this is very time consuming, and that's why I just do live now. This is the first time I've ever went live was for Rich Long to get his story out. Um, I have my own channel, and I don't even go live on my own channel. Okay, I do pre-records, which is very time consuming, and that's why my videos are few and far between, because I like it like that. You know what I'm saying? I like having, if you watch my videos on maddpop, you will see they're very intricate with a whole bunch of comedy. You see, but it's gifts and memes and things like that. So I have to take time, and our editing team, we all have to sit up there and get those videos together, which could take about 2 days to edit. I mean, or at least a full day to edit a freaking 10-minute video. And that's just how it is, because you have to watch, you have to sit there, and you have to go insert, you have to go find, you have to go this, and then you have to find out the best ones that's to make it a funny show. So if you go to maddpop, you will see and watch those videos. You'll learn about myself, you'll learn about my partner, you'll learn about this company. My new partner, Jermaine Cologne, we love him. He has stepped in, and how he came to step in was, great as well. Um, his just name came to mind one time, and I thought about him, and I didn't even have his phone number. I just called him, and he has been here ever since, and it damn near been 3 years. He actually been here longer than my original partner. So I thank him. His name is Jermaine Cologne. He just became an ordained minister last year. So we I mean, I can't dwell over the past and not respect the current. You know what I'm saying? So let me give this man his ultimate respect right here. Jermaine Cologne. Okay. This is my new partner here. And you can go follow him. Um, yes. This is him. He's been here ever since. And I thank God. This is actually a guy who I went to high school with. Um, and he stepped in. And I truly thank him for that. I truly thank him for that. And even after he got his ordained license, well, not ordained license. He got became a ordained minister. I was so scared he was going to leave, just like about a year ago. I was like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I understand that we're all going to go our separate paths eventually, but at that moment, I wasn't prepared, if that was going to happen. And he didn't. He's like, no, I'm not going nowhere yet. I was like, oh, because I know that our music pushes the edge. You hear our music, and I'm like, oh, like I understand that he understands me, and he understands my good heart, and he understands what we've been through as a company. But I understand that he has to now, service another community. So they may not be as understanding as you are, to be attaching yourself to some lady who's putting out, our company is putting out the music that we're putting out. but it's all is, you know, we don't feel like we're over the top or too raunchy or whatever. We feel like it's still quality stuff. It's still quality. You know what I'm saying? And every song that we have is pretty much, um, you know, real quality. Um, like I said, yeah, every song that we have is pretty much quality. And I'll go into that a little bit later. Maybe we could just do a listening. Maybe we'll do that. We'll just relax and we'll just do maybe a listening thing the next time. And we'll just listen to music and just talk in between chit chat or whatever. Like I said, thank you. I've heard back from Stephanie Fennell. So it really, that kind of cut my shows because that was going to be the show every day. It's just calling, and, you know, having you guys see all of that. Um, and then documenting the responses. But since we pretty much heard from everybody, we just want to just now focus on the holidays, focus on um, Rich Long's family, you know? That's Cash App Mad Pop, or you can Cash App Keeping People Warm. You will see we've already reached out to one of a few actually, but everybody doesn't want to be on camera. So we did find a person that does want to be on camera, and actually a person that's in a homeless shelter, and that we're going to gift them with a lot of items for the holidays, you know? So stay tuned for that. That will be coming up. And, you know, let's just keep on moving, keep on moving. Cash App Mad Pop, MADDPOP. Cash App Mad Pop. I'm probably going to get that out sometime early next week. So this weekend, if you see this video, if you're watching the rebroadcast, we're still calling on you to do what you need to do to make sure that Rich Long's son has a good holiday. Cash App Mad Pop, MADDPOP, for Rich Long son, kids, son, Christmas. You know, any way you want to put it. And a lot of people are family. I'm not going to put the, you know, everything out there, but you can just say for so and so. You know what I'm saying? But for people who are just supporters and they want to support, like I said, for Rich Long's kids, Christmas, for Rich Long's son, Christmas, however way you want to put it. All right, keep it real. Happy holidays, and you guys have a good rest of the day.